When I hear negative body image, I imagine not being happy with the way you are.
Your personality, your mind, your confidence, all different internal aspects as well as outer aspects such as the way you look, the way you walk, the way you smell.
There's bits that you want to change, or there's bits that should look different.
It changes. Wherever you go in the world, you have to adapt to it, and I think that is the hard part of being a female.
It's a different sexualised community at the moment. It's really forefronted by, I suppose, culture and society.
Growing up in my sister's generation, you would leave the house with a long skirt on like your mum told you to, no mascara, no makeup, no gel, and you would go straight to school and that's it. Whereas now, you leave the house and you undo your bag and you put your gel in your hair and you put your mascara on and your blusher and you feel comfortable. I think that kind of stems from what we see on TV. So in this day and age, we see people like Kim Kardashian, Beyonce.
Right from Spice Girls, Destiny's Child,
Marilyn Monroe, and then you had Katharine Hepburn, completely different body images. That was fine whether you were curvier, whether you were smaller, it was fine. But now you've got, it's a fashion trend. It will go from, oh, having a big chest is good, but it won't be okay in a couple of months.
I think when my sister was growing up, it wasn't solely based on materialistic things and, you know, just looking a certain way. It was almost just specifically about being a kid.
When nowadays, like, you're 13, you're worrying about what you're wearing, like, am I too big? Do I need to lose weight when you're like 12?
I think it is a scary aspect to look at a young person now from when I was younger and see how much they've changed, how much they're into the way they look and into the way somebody else looks at them.
Using Facebook and using, you know, YouTube and things like that and recording themselves.
This is what I look like, this is what I have, this is what I do. And doing that, you're now worried about it. You want to make sure that you keep up to date with everything that you're doing.
I think you can never say it's one factor. It's going to be an accumulation of loads of different things.
For me, it's more that everybody plays a contribution in how young women grow up and, you know, the way they perceive their bodies.
You spend as much time with your parents as you do with a teacher. A teacher sees you develop much more than a parent does because you're with them so many times in a day.
Instead of like constantly talking about our bodies in a negative way and stop using that language, because I think that even just the use of negative language has such an impact on people psychologically, you know, physically.
I think education is a bit like skewed in a way, and it has been for years, and it really needs to change, especially now, because education's just academia.
I think, yeah, there's a huge neglect, almost like a taboo, I'd say, associated with kind of educating young women on their bodies, their body image, their sexuality.
It's no longer on the curriculum to teach them about sex education because of how it may make a child feel.
We have PSHE lessons, or we used to, where you were taught to go to university, get good grades, where to buy pads.
Nowadays, they just brush on it. Women have breasts, boys have this, girls have that, and it's not necessarily how you feel. How does a woman feel? How does a woman, you know, operate? How does society help her feel like that?
I'd say young girls are not being taught enough about, you know, their bodies whilst they're growing up and, you know, developing into young women. I'd say, yeah, we ought to really, like, that should be pushed, definitely. It isn't just the role of the media, it's, you know, everybody plays a part in it.
With young boys, their first experience or, say, sexual experience would be through porn.
Male magazines and that sort of thing. There's always such a trumped up version of what a woman should be that they think they can speak to women in a certain way because they're not of the standard they expect.
Guys assume women are perfect all over, and, you know, women come in different shapes and sizes and colours and everything. Some guys love imperfections, some guys don't. So It really just depends, but there's definitely a lot of pressure as a woman.
Find the beauty in yourself, because beauty changes and it evolves.
Take it day by day and like believe in yourself. Don't worry about what's going on around you. And I know it's difficult, but having that belief in yourself is so strong for so many other things other than body image.